Hey there, it's Wendie Pett with Visibly Fit, and I am here with my dear friend Jill Swanson, and I'm so excited that she's here because we were actually supposed to be at my one-day Reach event, and it got postponed thanks to the coronavirus, COVID-19, and a lot of people have had to postpone their events, but we didn't cancel, we did just postpone. It will be back up April 17, 2021, and so we will see you there. But in the meantime, we wanted to bring you some goods online, and Jill has got the goods as it pertains to just how to image ourselves and be stylish in the midst of our own home. Because I think maybe you might be, I don't know, maybe I'm in my workout clothes right now, but you might be in your workout clothes or sweatpants, or maybe you're still in your pajamas. And that's probably not the answer or solution if we want to feel good, right, Jill?
Absolutely. And it is easy to fall into that.
Yeah.
I know for me, it's usually business on the upper half when I'm on something like this, and casual on the bottom half, because it is comfortable. The only time you have to be careful is if you have to get up and walk out of the room while you're on a Zoom meeting, and it's not a good thing.
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You have been doing this for a very long time. You do image consulting online. You go to people's homes. You speak. You've written several books, Out the Door in 15 Minutes. I love the name of that. And eventually we'll want to talk about that. But right now, since we're not going anywhere, we don't really need to be out the door in 15 minutes. What we need to be is from drab to fab, right? We need to be,
exactly.
What's the other name of your book? Simply Stylish.
This one's Simply Stylish.
The one I just had. Yes.
Yeah, that's one that was just published.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to sit down and work on your outside self too a little bit.
Absolutely.
This is an ideal situation.
We have time.
Get those closets cleaned out. I know a lot of people are doing that. It's been funny because I've been told now that the Goodwill isn't taking anything, and a lot of the consignment stores are no longer taking anything. I actually called our local consignment store last week and said, I want an appointment to bring my clothes in, because I know that nobody's going to take anything because everybody's busy cleaning their closets out. So it's going to be a great time to shop. When this thing gets over with, if you like to do secondhand clothes, this is your season.
Yes.
But as far as just looking stylish, like a stay-home stylish look, can you do it? Yes. Does it take a lot of effort? No. In fact, I've been challenging my my listeners to try to do like 3 things of makeup in the morning. If you don't do anything else, say, okay, I'm gonna put 3 things on my face. What can I put on?
What mine are.
What are yours? I'm curious.
Eyebrows, because if I don't put these on, it looks like I have none, because they're blonde. They're like white. And then I have to do eyelashes and then just a little lipstick. That's my 3.
You pretty much nailed exactly what I do. Although for me, it's concealer. I have dark circles, and I need industrial strength concealer to cover them all up. So you got to figure out what is the 3 things that you can do to just perk yourself up a little bit in the face. Now, one of the other big issues I keep hearing is my hair. I can't see my hairdresser. My roots are growing out. It looks shabby. What do I do? One thing is you can do your own if you're very, very careful, and then have your stylist fix it later, which is what I have resorted to doing.
I just throw on a hat. That's probably not the solution.
Exactly. You can do that. You can tie it up so that people can't see. Put a scarf right through here so they can't see the line. There are root touch-up kits you can get, actually, that are pretty easy to use. Or there's that powder stuff. There's powder things you can put in there that touches up the root color. So there's things hair-wise that you can do to kind of get you by. The other thing is just clothing in general. And one of the things I say is put on a 3rd piece if you can. So like, you put your shirt on, maybe you put your pants on. I hope you do. But then what else can you add to it? There's 3rd piece. In my case today, it's going to be my jacket, simply because I'm doing this professionally. But a lot of days it'll be a necklace, just a cute necklace, or maybe a comfortable vest over the top of everything else that I'm wearing. That 3rd piece is the pop. And I'll usually say, do it with a fun necklace or some great earrings, some big earrings for the day. Just when you walk past the mirror to go, oh, I don't look so bad after all. This isn't too bad.
And Jill, I think that's what brings me to my next question, is because we're at home. No one's seeing you. Why? What's the point? What's the point? Why make yourself look a little bit better?
Well, the truth is you become what you have on. The way that you look is going to influence the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you interact with people, whether you're interacting with them in person like we are on the Zoom call, or whether you're interacting with them even on the phone or on the computer it affects the way you talk, the language that you use. It's amazing how that comes into play. But
Yeah.
also the fact it affects your self-esteem in a
It is. I was
very
gonna
big way.
say, yeah, because it affects your actions. So if you're feeling like frumpy and not so great, and I don't feel good, I don't feel like working out, I don't feel like, you know what I mean? It affects all kinds of things. I don't feel like cooking a nice meal for myself and my family. It just affects so much. So I love that, first of all, that you are about beauty from the inside out. I know that. And so let's talk about that beauty from the inside out and how that all got started, because without giving away your whole entire story, or we could, it's fine. But what really is the culprit that got you started in this industry to begin with? Why are you so passionate?
A big part of it was that I have very low self-esteem, and when you hear me speak, I go a little more into why and where that all was rooted from. But one of the things that happened to me when I was in the 8th grade, there was a guy that I had a big crush on, and I watched him for months, and finally got up the nerve to have him come over to the locker. Somebody told him, "Well, go over to the locker, Jill wants to meet you," or whatever. And he got to my locker, and I was kind of like squished in my locker. We had big lockers in those days, and I was kind of squished inside of my locker. And he walked over to the locker, and I was so excited. And he took one look at me and he said, "You're ugly." And he slammed the locker on my face. And it had such an effect on me in that I just was devastated.
Amazing.
I thought I was ugly. And I thought afterwards, I got to think about it. I thought, you know what? I could do something about this. I can do what I can with what God's blessed me with and make the most of that and leave it go. If somebody doesn't like it, too bad after that. And that's where a lot of my business was born, just in that particular situation, saying, okay, I can work on this. And I would study magazine pictures and covers and say, how does she put her makeup on? And how are they doing their hair now? What can I do to look better? So I really did work on it. But that said, once I got my business going, which I do, the color analysis is where I actually started out at. Now it's amazing. You can actually
now you do it online, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Online, I do it. And I also do style consultations online. But when I started out, I didn't realize that what was going to be just an image consulting business turned out to be a ministry. And God took what I'm doing now and gives me the chance to talk about inner and outer beauty. In fact, for the last couple of years I've been working on, I'm just finishing up writing a Bible study for a 30-day makeover inside and out. So I might have it done for the next event that you have.
That would be so great. And Jill, really what you do complements what I do. And I love that, because it is all about not just self-confidence, it's God confidence, right? And it's seeing ourselves through his eyes first, and then building upon how great he made us, how great he created us to be. And so a lot of times we've stuffed emotions in different ways, whether it's food or alcohol or excess shopping and shopping for the wrong things or whatever. Right. And it's time to get past those wounded warrior moments in our life, like you had at the locker, so that you can bust through and just blossom into the person that really God created you to be. And so that's what I love about you, Jill, is because it is ministry. It is hard. And it's about healing from the inside out, but also having that outside encourage the inside. It's that mirrored effect, right? You almost have to do one and you have to do both.
Yeah, in fact, this is the perfect time to work on that aspect of it too, because you're at home, you've got time now to maybe crack open that Bible, to pray, to work on your inner beauty. And I'm always challenging my listeners, no matter what walk of life they're from, work on your inner beauty to the same or greater degree than you are in your outer beauty. It brings us back to the fact that most of us aren't working too much on our outer beauty these days because we're at home. But the fact of the matter is, I found the first few days of this was kind of fun, not having to worry about anybody seeing me or whatever. But I was also found myself falling into a pattern of wearing the same thing every day, which got to be dragging me down and feeling depressed. So one of the things that I highly recommend is make yourself some outfits, put some outfits together that you can wear at home that are comfortable, but that also look put together, so I got a printed shirt on with a pair of pants that's a solid color so that it kind of goes together, and then figure out just what necklace works with that and take a picture of it. Take a picture of it, put it in your phone, and then the next time you want to dress casually for something, you're going to have probably 4 or 5 different casual outfits, if not more, to draw from, because most of us don't take time to think about what do I look like when I want to be really casual and comfortable at home. True. And the other thing not to fall into, and this falls right in line with what you do, don't get stuck wearing your sweatpants all the time. If you're
I
in
know,
spandex,
since I'm always in my workout stuff.
it stretches, and you know what? We're all prone to putting on this COVID-19. But if you listen to you, they know better than to do that. And they stay up with their exercise and eating healthy. But as far as putting on those extra pounds, when you've got something on that is stretchy or whatever, you have no idea. So what I would challenge you to do is to wear your regular jeans or your regular pants one day, and then wear your comfortable stuff the next day. Kind of go back and forth, because it's too easy to lose track of where you're at.
That's good. That's good. And I think too, when you are putting on makeup and putting on clothes that make you feel good, it's not about, I mean, it's about you, but it's also about your self-worth, right? And others, even your family members, pick up on that, and then it creates that ripple effect for them. Like, oh, I'm worthy of taking care of myself too. I mean, it's kind of like with exercise and meal prepping and those, it just all goes hand in hand. And so I just love that. So if you were to give someone 3 tips, just 3 simple things that they could do today while they have all this time to go through their closet and just make themselves feel, I mean, I know you said the 3 item kind of tip. Is there something else that maybe you would bring in the mix that maybe we wouldn't have thought about in their closet, where they're either getting rid of something or putting together an outfit? I don't know. That's like a whole bunch of questions all in one. Maybe.
Well, let's just address
pick one.
For a second, some tips for the closet.
Yeah.
Go through your closet and get it organized. This is a great time to do it, but get rid of anything that makes you feel, you know what I'm talking about? The clothes
I do. But you got on sale, and you know.
This is the time to say, life is too short. Get them out of there. Or wear that stuff you've been saving, for goodness sake. We have clothes that we save and we don't wear.
Put on that formal ball gown.
Yeah. Another thing that'll help lift your, there you go. I want to see you walking around in the ball gown. Another thing I'd say is go and pull out some of your heirloom jewelry, or maybe a friend gave you a piece of jewelry. This is the perfect time to wear jewelry from family members and friends, because it's like getting a hug from them, you know, having them
sweet,
with you in that way.
No, I really like that a lot, because there's a lot of jewelry that I don't wear because it's special or whatever. Yeah, that's actually a really good tip. I like that a lot. And we want to feel special and feel good, especially during this time when there's so much uncertainty and just so many shifts going on in the world. So that's a good message, Jill. All right, well, cool. What's your life Bible verse?
Oh, that's a great question. My life Bible verse is Romans 12:12. Joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer.
Wow.
And
for such a time as this.
Exactly. So that's right where I'm at. And by the way, we didn't get a chance to cover a lot of stuff because we're keeping this short today. I did write a blog on this on my webpage. So
please go. Yes. JillSwanson.com. Right?
Yeah, JillSwanson.com, 7 tips to look stylish at home. So if you're like, I missed half of what she said, it's there.
Yes, and that's where you would go to get a color analysis and image consulting online. So that's super cool, especially if you're thinking, I really do want to do this. I do have time. Go to her website, check it out, and you can do a Zoom just like I'm doing with her right now.
Absolutely. This is one of the ways we do it.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I love it, Jill.
Wendy, one more quick thing.
Yes.
If they do want my book, I want to give your listeners a special. They can type in the word simple and the code, and they'll get a discount on the book.
Ah, you're the best. Love you. Virtual hug. That's so sweet.
Yes.
Thank you, babe. I really appreciate that. Yes, JillSwanson.com. Get her books and figure out how to make yourself stylish and from drab to fab and like that.
You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jill. God bless you. And we'll see you at the Reach event soon, in a few months.
There we go.
All right. God bless. Thanks.
Bye-bye.